Mainly, I don't do these kinds of beats, but I'm gonna see what I can do with this one in particular. DJ, drop that shit.
Drop us a little bit on. Drop us a little bit on. Drop us a little bit on.
Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Ill kill spill mills, feels like the old crazy again. Wanna be a YouTube star, but doesn't entertain the shit didn't work out as planned. Accounts got hacked and bystanders for me. Now what I mean, motherfuckers, so don't fuck with my shit or empty a full clip and add another whole damn collection of them. Apple of foes, kill the hoes, top of the flipping shit, it's easy as can be. Nobody's playing can be as real as me. I was around prime time back to 2015, being YouTube star. The shit was hard, can't know 400 plus subs, they put to this shit. I'm gonna go back to making gaming videos once again. If everyone here to me, gonna get cut up, gonna put you on the show for selling the highest bid on Twitter. I got boss today, said the shit fall because I'm raising my high for these new motherfuckers trying to raise above me. I got the prices, bitch. Sure, at one point there's a price in my head, but now I'm just chill like a motherfucking boss. Gonna get tossed like Rick Ross, fuck Rick Ross. If you think about listening to that bitch ass pussy's hell smoked up. Cloud man walking underground one day, gonna be bigger than I am now just by squeezing the trigger these motherfuckers. Fucking girl, kill walk motherfuckers one by one to get where I need to be. Maybe use a couple of those steps, let's get high up. Put your motherfucking lines up. Eminem's never heard motherfuckers spit like me. Never will, cause I'm 200 grand to be nosed. That's how I like it. I can do whatever the fuck I wanna do without the man give a shit about it. Try to think of my past the last 8 motherfuckers wanna do. Fuck around me, gonna kill you liquid, surround sound these hit hats. Can't think of that bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. You know, it takes me less than an hour to write a motherfucking 3-minute track. 4 more hours gonna make me a book for all my hooks to go with. And saying yes, Sam. While I kill someone to cross the lines, yes. Say crazy and sabotage shit. Moving to the same route, so fucking my shame. The Cabbage Patch Kids don't want fucking me. Deep down, some cortex, I'll still hold the old DNA of my past. The crazy M227 said being my spot for the rest of my life. I can't do shit about that. Spent the best years of my life doing that shit. Now that 3 years I've collapsed, I'm gonna hit the restart button, reinvent myself into a YouTube star sharper. Gonna be the hardest shit I've ever done for me in my career. Fuck what the pussy may say about it. I'm gonna do shit for myself, nobody else. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch. Bringing shit back from the old days, bringing shit back from the past to make it last for 4 more years. Making sure I stand the ground for the entire time of life. My boys, the beginning of the bringing bitch.
Drop us a little bit on.
Realistic Productions.